up, everybody? It is Doc Val here. How you guys doing this evening? If you guys are watching us on YouTube, we are all together for the first time in 6 months in beautiful, amazing Roatan, Honduras. So yay, we only person we are missing. The woman with the most. Tracy, we love you, girl. We miss you. She snowed in up in New York, and we're down here in Roatan. But, we're thinking of you and want you down here, girl.
Yeah, please
miss you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, be careful up there, guys.
So, I am so super excited that you guys are all here with me on this beautiful island. And we also have our special guest host who's always with us. Not always, but with us a lot. It's a beautiful CC
Hi, guys.
from Canada, from California. Welcome back, love. We are
Thank you.
happy to have you here.
Thank you, Dr. Val.
And we have our brown sugar shirts on. So if you want a confession shirt, you have to email us at brownsugarconfessions@gmail.com. We also have some merch coming out. We'll talk about that next week. She's showing the back of the shirt. It says, Stay safe, play safe. Because that's what we do on Brown Sugar Confessions. So we are excited. It is a Wednesday night, 11 o'clock. We're only on Power 1017. And if you miss us on Power, all you have to do is go to YouTube at Brown Sugar Confessions. So let's just jump right into it. What's going on there, Miss T?
I mean, I'm here. What else is there to say? We've been traveling all over this beautiful island. I probably got more sun than I have in the last 7 or 8 months because everybody's trying to stay indoors. True. So I'm enjoying my time here, and then now we're here for the show.
Yes, that's it.
And talk about some things.
Yeah. So what are you talking about today?
Oh, with this hot topic I'm talking about. So, everybody familiar with the Build-A-Bear company?
No. What is a Build-A-Bear? What is it? I'm not.
You probably got one for your kids or your grandkids at some point.
What is it? I don't remember.
Where you actually literally take a bear and build it into your ideal teddy bear.
Does it cost more money?
I don't know. Let's build a bear. I've never done it.
They're like $30 bears.
I'm sorry. I probably get mine from Walmart.
They were really popular in the early 2000s.
Yeah, I remember seeing commercials for
Take your birthday party, kids there for birthday parties.
Okay.
And you can get the heart, the bear's heart, and put something on it, like your wish, and put it inside the bear.
Yeah.
Pick out your character, all that jazz.
So a lot of times with the Build-A-Bear companies, you get your Build-A-Bear and build it into your ideal version of what your stuffed toy should be. So the company Build-A-Bear decided for Valentine's Day also made the gift shop expandable for adults. So there are some adult themed Build-A-Bears, and the internet kind of got riled up about it, but before the show I was scrolling through the actual website to see what's going on with said bears. And it's not even PG rated. The most raciest thing that they have in this website is this one lion that's kind of got a Hugh Hefner robe on, and he has a bottle of champagne, and then there's another one that says it's wine o'clock somewhere on their t-shirt, and literally that's it. But these are some adorable little stuffed toys. So see, you take a look at that.
Oh yeah, they're super cute. I thought you were going to say that these teddy bears that you could build like a eggplant on it or a yoni on it, but it's just like a little robe you can put on it or something.
Well, so some of these stuffed animals, like the one that I'm referencing in particular, he has kind of a Hugh Hefner, thank you. A Hugh Hefner jacket with some pants. He's holding a bottle of wine with some roses. And that's literally it. And then there's another one where it's a stuffed animal in a jacket with a cup of wine and a shirt that says it's wine o'clock somewhere.
That's very
That's pretty PG.
That's
That's pretty
Very
PG.
They don't vibrate or
Mhm.
anything?
No,
I thought it was
nothing.
going to be something crazy. Okay, that's just
I thought they would be carrying eggplants in their hand or something that you.
I
No,
was like,
that's a little too
Stimulated
extreme. I was
stuff.
like, at most it'll probably be like they're wearing one of those harnesses or
right.
something. But like you can
Right.
see kind of like here, like on that one
Yeah, I
with
see
the
it.
lion.
I
And
see it.
that's about as racy as it's going to get.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
not too
that's not
bad.
racy.
Alrighty. So if you want a teddy bear with some extra stuff, you know what to look for. But yeah, they're not that
I wonder
bad.
what the
Not
target
at all.
market is.
It can't be kids, obviously, with Hugh Hefner
I
jacket
know,
on,
like-
but
I mean,
I guess it's cute for Valentine's Day. If you
Yeah,
want
I
to
think
get your,
this is.
or like
So
young adults.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
maybe more like tween age or like young teenagers, first dating.
Right,
first
just-
right, something like that.
Valentine's
That's
sweet.
cute.
Like
Yeah.
that's kind of
It's an adult type teddy bear, but it's
Yeah.
not like an X-rated teddy
No,
bear.
no.
No, and I think
It's still
that's where a
PG.
lot of people were getting confused.
Right.
Because that's what I thought. It was an X-rated teddy bear.
Because we're so used to hearing the word adult and we think we can just go all over the place, just slinging things all up in the air.
Exactly.
They also
exactly.
said after dark, and I'm sorry, but 1 o'clock is not necessarily after dark.
That is true. That's kind
I thought it was like the afternoon.
that's some of those misleading advertisements, right?
It is.
It really is. All right.
They got their money out of us because we all looked into this website.
We did.
Oh
we
yeah,
all
well,
looked
that
up
was
into
some great
it. Interesting.
advertising.
Yeah,
That
I mean,
was good marketing.
That's what they do. They get you with those marketing. You know, I want to talk to you guys about something tonight. I'm going to change the script a little bit because we're going to talk tonight not so much about sex, but we're going to talk about relationships because Valentine's Day is coming up.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Love is
and
in the air.
Love is in the air.
Is it?
It's in the air. What, in 2 weeks we're in Valentine's Day, right?
Yeah.
Darn, this year is
Yeah,
moving already.
It is very much
Right?
moving.
It's
fast.
moving. So we're going to talk about a little bit about relationships tonight. So can we switch it up?
You know, absolutely.
Okay.
All right, I'm in. I'm in.
You're in? All right, awesome. So here's what I want to say. Number one, I just cannot keep saying this enough, but I'm so happy to see all of us in one
my
place. Yay! Yeah. I'm just like beyond tickle pink that we're all here, except Treese, who we miss desperately. But we're all here, and we're just excited to come to you live from Roatan, Honduras. And we're going to talk tonight a little bit about a blog that I saw. And this blog, I'm going to pull it up, actually talked about unhappy wives. What unhappy wives say about their husbands.
Mm.
Okay.
So, and there were 6 different things that they brought up.
Okay.
Okay? So we're going to jump into them one at a time. All right? And we're going to have some conversations. And I want to know y'all's perspective on some of this. All right. So the first one, number 1, was if you're a woman, and the first complaint was, he doesn't listen.
Hey, that is number 1. And the survey says, ding, 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 ding.
Yes.
That starts
Absolutely.
young too.
They start young.
Yeah.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
do. They,
Selective hearing, that starts real young.
I think they're trained that way, maybe by their dads.
Copying their fathers.
They're copying their dads.
Probably.
I think so.
But women do it too.
But
Not that way.
Not that way, though. We listen because we have our kids, so we're kind of tuned in.
That's true.
What if we don't have kids?
But I think we're
Still
just.
tuned
I think
in.
we're still
We're
tuned
just
in.
nosy.
Yeah.
Women are nosy.
I think we're still tuned in.
Yeah.
we don't want to miss anything.
Yeah. So I do think that we have to, think about when we're having this conversation that men just don't listen to us.
Correct.
You know,
They don't.
I know I'm married and he has selective hearing. If there's something that I've done or said that he doesn't, that he wants to chew my butt out for, he can hear that. But if something like, honey, do this for me or do that for me, oh, he completely goes in one ear and out the other. Now, please tell me I'm not the only one.
Oh, first off,
Yes.
I swear the second you enter a committed relationship,
Committed.
it's like they no longer hear a certain tone. And
Right.
that tone is anything that's asking for anything.
Right.
And you could say it, look, baby, straight in the eyes, straight into the eyes, and say, baby, I need you to listen to me right now. I've tested this.
Uh-huh.
Can you make sure that at 8 o'clock that we cut the light on, or else that package won't get left on a step. Yeah, okay.
And that's it.
That's it. They didn't hear anything
else.
ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
After saying, listen to me.
Oh, it's like, I literally will stop and look in the eye, dead in the eye, and say, I need you to listen to me right now. And he will still act, and that's everyone I know, but my husband right now especially, he absolutely will not hear me.
Right.
The more I emphasize that he needs to hear me.
Yeah, you're
True.
absolutely right. That's
Very
very
true.
true. You know,
It's a
and
common complaint.
it is a very common complaint, and I know personally that's something that we struggle with, or not we, but you know, it's something that didn't you hear me? Or this is my favorite thing. What did I say? I make him repeat it back. He hates that.
The entire thing.
I don't know what you said. I wasn't listening. Well, at least that's honest.
I
But
love
he-
her German accent. It's so funny.
But you know, that is the number one concern. And as far as relationships go, communication is key. If you're not communicating and staying present, I always tell, like if I'm working with my clients, speak from where you are now, not from the past. Because if you're going into past situations, bringing up past stuff, you're going to be tuned out regardless of your gender.
Right.
So stay present in your conversations. You know, try to be attentive, because if, you know, that's what gets us turned on. Before women, it's not like a picture. It's really we get turned on in our minds. That's that vague, that they call it vague staring, by the way. But for women, as I said, it's all in the mind. And if you're using good communication skills, turn us on in our minds, you might get lucky tonight. I'm just saying.
Yes.
I am
That's very
just saying. Miss T, what do you think about that?
All you can do is just listen and communicate.
With everybody.
Yeah.
In all relationships.
Absolutely.
That's
100%.
kind of a given. I feel like that's not a legit reason, but it can be.
It might be one of the...
I thought it was going to be something a little more spectacular.
No, it's not so spectacular. They did a survey, I guess, to come up with these 6 different complaints that women say that aren't happy with their husbands. You
What's
know?
the next one?
But even happy women get husbands that don't listen to them.
Yeah, you know, that's very true. It's situational. We're not all unhappy all the time.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, every once in a while, you know, we want to run over their heads with our trucks. But the most time, we want to keep them around, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're fun.
Yeah, they're fun. They're useful.
Yeah.
Here's another one. He doesn't understand how hard I work. Like being
That
a
is very
mom,
true.
being that superwoman. We've got to bring home the bacon. We got to cook it up in a pan. We got to serve it. Shania Twain was right. We got to do it
So we still
all.
gotta make you feel like you're a man.
Exactly, right? So that's something else that people have chimed in. He doesn't understand how hard I work.
Right.
Whether whether she works in the home or outside of the home, we do so much.
We do.
Maybe you're not seeing what we do, you know, and that's when we get into not appreciating us, taking us for granted, and then we get bitter, and then that causes communication problems, and we're arguing. There's that ugly cycle around that. So, you know, for all of our guys out there that are listening to this, and you're in a relationship with your partner, take note that appreciate and try to understand what we're doing out there for you guys. You know, raising kids is not easy, especially these kids today.
Oh, God.
Oh my God.
No. Absolutely not.
You gotta share the home responsibility.
Exactly. Exactly.
You got to, but I think that a lot of women do feel unseen, unheard in their relationships, and that's probably one of the leading causes of divorce. I mean, it's one of those things that's like a silent killer of relationships. Over time, if you feel unheard, unappreciated, you won't be happy.
Right.
No matter what else is going on. Even if the nanny is like good.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you're not feeling heard and listened to, that's really going to be very critical and a very, guys don't think it's serious. Like, they think that, yeah, they just like blow it off, but they really don't appreciate how much that can hurt our feelings. And if we didn't give it so freely to men, listening to them, if we didn't listen on the first or second time that they asked us something, or if we choose to, not think that they're working hard, like, oh, you're just going out and working 8 hours. Try downplaying a man's job.
Exactly.
And see where that gets you.
Exactly.
Their ego is tied to that.
That's so true.
Our egos are not tied to that. Not all the time, mine is.
Mhm.
But a lot of us are not raised to have our egos tied to our work, especially outside of the house. So a lot of times we could be killing it, like getting raises, having a job, we're working 16 hours, and it's still like, oh, your little job.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They don't understand what that entails. And for our stay-at-home moms, like, Cece, you're a stay-at-home mom, right?
I was, yeah.
Yeah. So was that something that you ever felt in your relationship?
Well, I had a large family.
Right.
So I have 6 children, and my husband basically traveled a lot for his work.
Right.
So he was gone probably 2 weeks of every month for
Mhm.
most of our marriage while our kids were young.
Right.
So I would say that I never felt taken for granted because he knew that I was holding down
You were holding
a
down
lot.
the fort, right?
And he is from a big family, so I think he also saw that
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
growing up. So I personally didn't have that experience, but I do know plenty of people who don't feel seen, especially if they're working outside the home. A lot of women come home and they're burdening more at home than their partners are, because they're still expected to keep the house clean, get all the chores done. Home chores still fall, the majority of them fall on traditionally in the woman's lap.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we care about that stuff more.
Yeah, we do.
So we want our houses to look nice, and
Right.
I feel like a lot of men take that for granted,
I do.
and
Yeah.
also take advantage of the fact that if I'm lazy, she's just going to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Very, very true.
They just want to sit down and watch
Whatever.
their show, or their golf. They're out golfing or whatever.
Whatever they're watching, yeah. So, guys, if you're listening to this right now, appreciate and understand the work that your female partner is putting in to provide to a beautiful home, take care of the kids if you have kids. But understanding that and appreciating it and not taking that portion of our work for granted will get you far in the next topic. Bedroom. Like, here's another one they complain about, women did. They haven't listened to Brown Sugar Confessions, because we're not going to complain about this. They always want sex. Right, what's wrong with that?
Their husbands wanted too much sex.
Well, that's what it said. It said that he just wants sex.
But I mean, is it good sex or bad sex?
That's the question. Is it good sex? Is it bad sex? Does he have technique?
Yeah, he's not using his hips. As
Don't
Kapula
lose the
told us.
romance.
Kapula trying to tell y'all better listen to that man's album.
That's it. Y'all listen to watch. What show was that? Go back on YouTube, and there's a gentleman that we brought on, Kapua King, right?
King Kapula.
King Kapua. If you have to watch that show, and he was talking about using your hips when you're, being intimate with your partner. Listen to that show, because I know I have probably gone to sleep with his voice in my head a few times.
Wow. Sugar confession
I
here, ladies and
confess.
gentlemen.
King Kapua, he was telling these men how to work their hips. So I do think that for a woman that has a partner that's not skilled, as we say, that doesn't have good technique, sometimes it shuts us down intimately, because I hate to say it, some of us women, faking it is a part of it, right? They fake it.
Yes.
They're faking the big O's. They just want to get it over with, because, the technique isn't there. They're not releasing. So this is where, again, communication is key, that we talked about, the very first one. Ladies, if you're listening to this, and we know you are, talk to your partner. I know you're thinking, oh, Doc Val, his ego, I don't want to hurt his feelings. you're not going to hurt his feelings. They really want to please us.
Crush
Yes.
them.
They really want
Crush
to
'em.
please us.
Crush them.
What do you mean crush him? What do you mean crush
Crush
him?
him.
What do you mean?
Crush him. The reason you're going to crush them because that is the litmus test to tell you how the rest of the relationship is going to be.
So you got to crush them early on then.
You got to crush him and see how he reacts.
Mm.
If you don't react well, you have time to get out and get out quickly.
But what if you're in there deep? You've been in there 10, 15 years.
First of all, it shouldn't have took that long for me to crush him.
But still,
There's lots of people in that situation.
yeah, though I would say crush them. We don't want to crush them.
But do we?
No, we really don't want
You
to.
sure?
I'm pretty sure.
I mean,
I don't know. I kind of agree with her.
Samantha?
That's pretty intense.
Yeah, it's Samantha would crush him.
Samantha, you in there?
But Doc Val wouldn't crush him. Doc Val would be like, okay, let's talk about it in a very gentle way because, you know, guys their ego is tied to their manhood, no matter how you look at
No.
it.
Everybody's
I'm
is.
really
Their
about to-
sexuality, like how they feel about themselves. If you feel good about yourself, you're hornier.
I like that. Yeah, you do.
That's true.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
true.
that's true.
For both sides.
Yeah.
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 Mhm. You're
And
absolutely
so
true.
make your partner feel good.
Exactly.
And then they'll be horny.
Exactly. And then
Yeah.
they'll want to do it over and over again,
Lots.
regardless of age. Really
Well,
wanna
just
get in.
practice
Yeah.
till it's perfect. You
That's
need
it.
a little work on your technique.
That's it. And we say
Come on.
technique a lot, but we mean it.
Yes.
It's not. What is the word you use? CC pumpers.
Oh, you don't want to pump her.
You don't want a
Nah.
pumper. What's a pumper? I love when you said that. What's
We
a
know
pumper?
exactly.
A pumper
what that
is just
is.
someone who's just like pumping.
Pumping?
Pump.
Just
pump.
ramming.
Just ramming?
Looking like a chihuahua.
No technique. There's no like, syrup with that.
It's no
Syrup.
Oh, yes!
Give me some syrup.
Ooh, okay. Well, see,
We're not ready. We're not ready.
We're not ready.
We're not
We
ready.
need to get ready though. Look, I have to tell y'all something. So we're out shopping in this area called West End in Roatan. So Cece goes into the store. If you haven't met her, when you meet her in person, she's like totally nuts.
She's wild.
So
Oh, you finally got a use for it. Okay.
she
okay.
grabs this nice, thick, beautiful wooden eggplant. And if you're on YouTube, she's holding it up right now. And
It's a Christmas tree ornament, people.
And this wooden eggplant is about, how long is it? About 8-9 inches?
It's a little longer
It's-
than
it's-
a dollar bill.
It's a lot longer than a dollar.
It's
bill.
like
Yeah.
8.
It's about 8 inches.
Eight to
Nice.
the bottom of the shaft.
It's a nice big old wooden eggplant.
So do you think that's standard size? Average
Here
size?
in
No,
Honduras?
well, we know it's not.
Come
right?
on,
We
yeah.
know.
We've
What
had
did
this
she say in
discussion.
Honduras?
In Honduras?
I mean,
Maybe. I don't know. I haven't
don't
seen
know.
any here
Yeah.
Well, we talked about that. Like the average size is like 5 inches per. The scientists say it's around 5 inches.
Yeah, but did we say whether that was cooked or uncooked?
I think we said that was cooked. I think we said cooked.
That was cooked.
Yeah.
Well, so on that note, I think it is time for us to take a break. It's time for us to pay some bills. So, you guys, make sure you grab your drinks. We're going to refresh ours here in our nice,
Hey.
I love Brown Sugar Confessions mugs. And make sure you do not forget to subscribe to all of our channels, and come back to us in about a few moments. And we'll be right back here on Power 1017.
back to Brown Sugar Confessions, airing every Wednesday at 11 p.m. on Power 101.7. Any questions you have that you'd like us all to answer, please send to Dr. Val and the rest of us ladies at Valerie@swancenter.com with 2 N's.
Yes, 2 N's.
2.
And you can also send questions to brownsugarconfessions@gmail.com.
Absolutely. And also, don't forget, guys, make sure you go to YouTube and like and subscribe.
Absolutely.
We're on Instagram, all those social media handles. We got them all.
You can
and-
leave comments on YouTube.
Exactly, yeah. So we read all of your comments. We love your emails. So send it to us at brownsugarconfessions@gmail.com. And I know the beautiful Cece, thanks for being here tonight.
You're welcome.
Thanks for coming down to Rollatown
Here
with
we
us.
are in this lovely tropical paradise.
Are you having fun?
So much fun on Parrot Tree.
Plantation? Parrot Tree Plantation is what it's
No,
called.
what?
That's what it's called.
Yeah,
Parrot
it's
Tree
Parrot
Plantation.
Tree
Plantation.
Plantation and
Really?
Resort.
Yeah, that's what
Where's
it's
the
called.
parrots?
I don't know.
Did they run
Cece.
away?
They maybe flew back to the mainland. I
They
don't
knew
know.
we were
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
It is gorgeous.
So tropical, and the weather has been incredible.
It is.
But before we left, there was some big news.
What's
What was
that?
the news?
Apparently, Rihanna has got some happy news to share with the world.
What's that?
What?
She's expecting her first beautiful, gorgeous little baby.
Yay!
She has the most adorable little baby bump.
I saw that photo
Showing that
shoot.
gorgeous little
Oh.
baby off. It started so much gossip.
There was some gossip. What was the gossip?
There was like this Mexican fortune teller that decided. First of all, she announced that Rihanna was pregnant even before Rihanna announced that Rihanna was pregnant.
Okay.
And she
Okay.
also predicted that she's pregnant with twins.
Oh, really?
A
Wow.
boy and a girl.
Oh, wow. She's specific.
She went right down to the sex.
Okay, well, she got a 50-50%.
But
chance,
regardless, these babies are going to be beautiful.
They
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
Beautiful babies.
That's a gorgeous couple. Very happy for you, Rihanna.
Absolutely.
We'd love to have you come and tell us all
How you-
about your magical life.
Please.
How you made that baby. Now
Oh,
we
yeah.
know that.
You can tell us anyway.
Exactly. Want to know. What's the baby daddy name? What's his name? Rocky?
ASAP Rocky.
ASAP Rocky. I always say it.
No.
Why you roll your eyes at me,
No,
Miss T?
no.
Why you do it?
Don't try. Don't try to
Okay,
say
what is
this
it?
time.
What
Don't
is
try
it?
to say
ASAP? What is it?
ASAP Rocky.
ASAP Rocky. I'm sorry. Why
They're
she laughing
very
at like I'm an old woman?
Very
ASAP Rocky is the daddy name.
You
He's
are.
gorgeous. So congratulations, Rihanna. That is so cute. And that photo shoot was
So
lit.
gorgeous.
Did you see the photo
That was
shoot?
adorable. That was
With her
adorable.
Chanel pink coat on and the jewels on the baby's
Look at
belly.
this. Look at this beautiful
wow.
woman.
Yeah,
Wow,
we're
belly,
looking
yeah.
at the one where she's like in her bathroom and you see her big round stomach and either
She
it is
looks so
twins
cute.
or she's about 5-6 months. I mean, she was holding that. She kept that quiet.
She kept that
She
very
doesn't.
quiet.
She looks beautiful.
But
Yeah,
also-
she's
Absolutely glowing.
Yeah, but I'm
I'm
just
so
saying.
happy for
It looks
them.
like she's further along than a couple of weeks. That's
Oh,
for
we
sure.
need to
Yeah,
address
she's
something
definitely
very
further along.
important.
What's that?
Y'all ain't gonna see another Rihanna album, so y'all might need to get that
No, no. Listen.
right. At this point, it's done. Just seal it.
Oh, come
It's
on.
done.
Mourn
It's
over
done.
the fact that it's not happening again.
It's not.
Accept it and move on.
I don't know. I think she's gonna Beyonce it.
I don't
for
think
sure.
so.
I
She
don't
can
think
do it
so.
all.
I
I
think
think
so.
so.
I think she's done.
You think she's
I
done?
do think she's done. I mean, it's been how many
She's
years?
going to put that baby,
She's billionaire
on her
status.
grab a nanny.
She just making some more
And make that
memories
album.
to make more music to.
She's going to create an album where half the songs are going to be about this baby. Watch.
Well, maybe so. We'll see. I hope we all hope so. But if y'all want to follow us
Y'all
on
better
Twitter,
come to terms. It's not happening. Y'all better
Say it ain't
accept
so, Riri.
say it ain't so, Riri. But did y'all see all the memes with Drake? And
Oh my gosh, that was so
all the
funny.
little engines that wish she could.
that was so. If you got to go check out social media. They had
It
all
was
these
super cute.
crazy memes with Drake and ASAP Rocky, ASAP Rocky.
I can't even look at her seriously in the face when she tries to pronounce it anymore.
And as soon
I
as,
give up.
as soon as I say it, Miss T just looks at me like she's gonna, cut my head off if I say it wrong.
Like, say it correctly.
All right, I screw it up each time. But anyway, we are excited. So congratulations, guys. That's going to be a beautiful baby. You are right.
So wonderful.
Absolutely.
Great. All babies are a blessing.
Right. And I know that KD, you also have something you want to talk about.
Well, I got a very interesting topic that let me get a little closer to Mike so you guys can hear me. You want to hear this?
We want to hear it.
You want to hear this? So let me ask. I'm going to ask the listeners out there. Do you guys believe in letting your friends come stay at your house when you're married? Because for me, that's not a big deal. Like, if I have friends come over, my friends especially, they are more than welcome to come stay in my place. Hey. However, gospel singer Kiara Sheard is saying, stay your behind somewhere else.
What?
Literally.
Literally. She will book the hotel for you, but you are not staying with her.
Wait, does she pay for the hotel rooms for her friends?
That's not indicated.
I would
She
assume
says
so.
she's booking. I think she's paying for it. She said she books the hotel.
I would think that means she's paying for it.
But
At least she's generous.
Yeah.
She's generous. But she's a little too pressed because she does not want her friends. I mean, she uses the word friends. We're not talking like strangers, people you don't know.
Right.
She used the word friends. They ain't staying at her house because she does not want them near her husband.
So she's afraid of what?
She says that she would like to ensure, because she is operating in a biblical fashion, that her friends, she does not trust them that much.
Temptation.
Basically, she doesn't want to give the temptation.
Okay.
For her husband, for them, she's going to remove all of that. And what I say to that is, good luck, because men will always be tempted, and it's not going to be your friends. I mean,
Right.
it can be your friends too. You never know.
Mm-hmm.
But if they're going to cheat, they're going to cheat.
Exactly.
Well,
Exactly.
that's some serious insecurity.
That's a lot of insecurity.
That's a lot. So you put your friends up in a hotel because you're worried about your husband cheating
with your
on
friends?
you.
So you don't
friends?
trust your friends
And you
or
don't-
your man.
That's true. You don't.
You don't trust nobody.
You don't trust nobody.
I'm thoroughly confused. She doesn't want them to be around her husband, right?
Correct.
She is afraid her husband might cheat.
Perhaps.
Her husband will be tempted by the friends. Or the friends will be tempted by the husband. Like, is he just so fine that
Maybe
they're all
he's
gonna
so
be-
fine.
Maybe
I
he's
don't
just
know.
so beautiful. I don't know.
Who knows?
I will say this. I remember my mom telling me when I think she was talking to her girlfriends. I don't know. I forget when the instance was. But I remember her saying something like, when you get married, you don't want a whole lot of people around in your house around your man.
Right.
I remember that conversation.
Really?
I do.
Well,
and
privacy
maybe
is nice.
and maybe I was younger, but I remember her saying something like that to us. And so now I'm sitting here thinking, was she kind of referencing that same thing, that she's like, don't have women around your husband because they'll be tempted? Or was she saying, don't have, let me correct myself. She actually said it about men. Like, when you get married,
Mm-hmm.
your male friend, your husband should not have a lot of males around the house when you're married.
I might agree with that part.
I remember my mom actually saying
That makes sense.
And do y'all, that
I
makes
actually
sense?
agree
That's a
with
safety
that.
issue.
Yeah, I think it's safety.
That's a safety issue.
And
Well, it's also like it's a burden to the wife.
Because
It
she
is
has
a
to
burden.
take care of
another
everyone
extra
else.
man.
Entertain all these guys.
I'm saying all the guys, yeah.
And then you might feel a little ganged up on it if they're like picking on you or teasing you.
Ah,
You
yeah.
have no privacy within the home with your relationship with him. You need privacy.
You
once
do.
you're-
Yeah, you do. Yeah, so I remember that. So I can see the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
But
if
the
you
way
gotta-
she worded it in that interview
Mm-hmm.
was more like, I don't trust him and I don't trust you, so it ain't happening. You're going to be staying somewhere else where I can get a good night's sleep and not be thinking about this.
Right. I think that this is more of a trust issue between her and her husband.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Look, these are hard words. Am I supposed to let them into my house because we, as believers, we believe that we're supposed to share with others, but I am not sharing my man.
So why would she think that, number one, that her friends would want to share her man, and why would she think that her man would want to be shared?
I don't know.
You know, why would you think that?
She kind of twisted that.
That's
like,
a whole
as
lack of
believers, we're supposed to
communication.
share. I don't think they meant like.
She's not sharing her house. She's not sharing the food.
Or your
She
body.
says you can have some hotel food, and we'll see you we will see you at church.
There you go. Go get that vending machine and that and that Hilton's breakfast.
She's like, I don't want my friends being in my house with my man. Well, the thing is, so you don't invite anybody to your house then.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Because it can't be just your friends that are going to be attractive to your husband, but now you got anybody could be attracted to you.
Exactly.
And it doesn't have to be
She
in the
doesn't
home.
sound like I really want to go to her house.
I don't want to go to her.
I don't want to go to the house either. 'Cause
Man,
I can't
What
go there.
about, what about the reverse? Is his friends allowed to come over? I mean, what
Yeah.
if she's tempted?
Oh, that's a good question.
But
Good
nobody's going to
point.
consider her to be tempted.
Very good
That's
point,
a good point.
KD.
Yeah. So we want to know, what's the singer's name?
Her name is Kiara Sheard.
Kara Shear. She's a gospel singer. We want to know. Hopefully you're listening and you can send us some feedback. Don't call us and cuss us out.
Maybe you're
But
on
we
the
wanna
same
know.
page
I
as
want to
her.
know.
Maybe there's lots of people out there that agree with her.
So guys, if you're listening to this show, do us a favor right now. Go on YouTube and put a comment in.
Yay or nay?
Yay or nay.
Mhm.
Do you want your girlfriends around your husband? Would you put them in a hotel? Yes or no?
But then again, if you think your girlfriends are capable of cheating, why are you even friends with them?
That's what we
Exactly.
said. Yes.
Exactly.
That's
You
what we
don't
were
trust
saying.
them.
You don't trust them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
That,
what,
like,
yeah.
and maybe
And the same
you know,
thing with the husband, though. If you
here's
think
the
he's going to be
thing.
easily tempted, why are you with him?
That's the point we were making.
Yeah.
Why?
And
Yes.
There's one other point that I'd like to make.
What?
You know how people always accuse, not always, but sometimes people accuse other people of things they're thinking about themselves.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's true.
So maybe she's worried because she's got the hots for all her hubby's friends.
Hey.
So
Hey.
she's suddenly
Hey.
flipping it, thinking, "Oh no, he must have all the hots for all my friends too."
Mm.
Aha. You
Could
never
be onto
know.
Something.
Could be onto something with that.
Why is
Sissy.
she so insecure about this?
Or maybe she was
Thanks.
cheated on before. I mean, there could be a lot of
Yeah, but you
maybes and
can't
whys.
bring you shouldn't bring baggage into it.
Right.
Into,
You don't bring your
past
past
baggage
into your
into the
present
present.
relationship.
Yeah.
Don't bring your past
You got to
into
leave that baggage at the airport.
And we actually talked about that, which we're going to jump into again. We're going to finish up those 6 different things that women spoke about that, that say that they're in a happy relationship. So we're going to get back into that
Let's
because
get it.
that goes right back into communication.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you need to, number one, don't bring your past into your future relationship. You want to have that cleared up. And this is something else I've always said to people. When you have a breakup, don't jump right into a new relationship.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Give yourselves time to heal. Take the lesson that you were supposed to learn from that prior relationship, and then date around, experience different people, and then settle into like one person. But give yourself time, because if you're replacing one man after another or one partner after another, you never have a chance for growth. You're just needing energy to fill you up. And that's not, I don't find that very healthy. That's just my personal opinion, to be honest. I do think that everyone should give themselves a little break when you're going through a breakup. You can have your friends hang out and party and do whatever, but relationships, hold off for a while. What do you guys think? I don't know why I want to bring that up.
I don't know. I think it depends. Sometimes you might need closure, but sometimes relationships end because you've met someone new.
That's true. That's true as well. But then don't you want time?
I think that it makes sense, but not. Let's face it. In real life, things aren't always planned.
That is true.
You gotta roll with it.
You're right. You're right. But if it was a perfect world, we would always say, "Hey, let's give ourselves time." But you're right.
It's good to have closure.
Exactly, and give yourself time to learn from the experience and move forward.
And not bring the mistakes
I
into
would
the
say
new
it's good
one.
to have
Right.
closure, but a lot of times closure doesn't come.
No.
So you gotta like work through that,
Mhm.
knowing that you're not granted closure,
That's true.
and you have to figure out how to mitigate life, knowing that you're not going to get that closure.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that's very true.
Yeah.
So that's what we said. Give yourself time, right? I don't know why I went there, but it felt right, so I just went there anyway. I'm getting back to this because I should get back to this. I said 6 things. I'm on number 4. So here's a 4th thing that this list came out with, is that he doesn't compliment me on my appearance. Now, I was kind of shocked that that's in there because I thought that was little.
I'm not.
You're not?
I'm not. Because a lot of times, for some individuals, it's easier to tell somebody something they like or they love them like once, and it's like, okay, I've made that requirement check. I don't have to do it again because I told them, so now they know. But I know a lot of people also like to be reassured,
Mm-hmm.
especially when it comes to appearance. So like your husband, boyfriend, partner, whatever can always say, hey, you look good, what's the problem? And be like that, you look great, whatever, in wording that may not feel as reassuring to the person who's trying to receive it. So that's kind of like a mixed bag. And then also, if you're a person who their love language is words of affirmation, it could take a greater toll than somebody who isn't.
Yeah.
And I think that a lot of those people might be people who they need words of affirmation
Mm-hmm.
to get through their day. Like, you gotta come over and be like, hey, how you doing? I love you. Great job. Stuff
Right.
like that.
Yeah.
Or they're not gonna feel, I guess, wanted, if that's to say.
Yeah, I get
I
that.
got another point to add to that. Like, if you are married and you're, especially a woman that's kind of stuck in house, you're not really out there in the world like that, you might not hear it from anyone else. That,
Right.
like, oh, you're so beautiful, you're so gorgeous. So if you're not getting it from anywhere and you're not getting it from your husband, you really might feel like crap. So I can understand why you'd want to hear that. Additionally, what if the guy is complimenting other women and you're the only person that's not getting compliments? So
That
I can
That
see
hurts.
that.
Yeah.
I can see that being a bit painful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could see that. I see you guys' point. So I retract my statement. Like, okay, I see why this is on here.
Yeah.
Because that does make sense now. But also, I always say this: if you're not getting, if he's not complimenting you, your partner is not complimenting you, not just he. You can always ask them. Because I'm gonna be straight with y'all. I'm gonna confess something. My husband is the kind of husband that I can't sneak in a new dress because this man knows everything I wear. I be trying to sneak in. I was like, I could have it. I'd be like, lying. I had that for you. No, you did not. You just got that last week. And I'm like, Dad, go on it. You're not supposed to notice. I got one of those kind of men. And I think that's
It's a
a
blessing and a curse.
It's a blessing and a curse because he does compliment me all the time. But if he doesn't, I have no shame saying, how do I look? Like, how's my cooking? I don't think there's nothing wrong with us saying, honey, how do I look? I mean, I don't need it because he might be working, watching the game, whatever, he's doing. And I'll prance right in front of him my new dress I'm going to lie about that I had last year that I just bought last week.
Dang.
Can't run over him.
Right.
I'm not at all. So
No.
that's what I think. Anyway, so I do believe that that makes sense why it's there. All right. And so, guys, listen up. You need to tell us we look beautiful.
Always.
Because honestly, I think we do dress up for them as well.
And you should.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, you should.
I think that a little effort to put on your best face it goes a long way, and
Right.
you look good, you feel good.
Exactly, yeah. I know when I go out with him, I dress up, and he's like, oh, you're looking good for someone else. No, I'm looking good for you. Because I want to look good on your arm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm like a little pretty pearl, a little pretty box, I'm pretty. You want to open it up, you want to display it, you want to put pretty jewels on it. He's like, she wants some more
Okay,
daggone
now we're
stuff.
getting down to the nitty gritty.
Right.
But you get my point though, right?
Yeah, I get
Like, you want to
get
get a
it.
trophy that gets shown.
I dress up so that, number one, it makes me feel good about myself. But I also want to compliment my husband.
Yes.
That, he has a wife that keeps herself together.
Yes.
That, she presents well. You don't have, I'm not talking about size, I'm not talking about shape, I'm just talking about presents well.
Right.
And whatever that means to you.
Yeah.
So I think that that if we're
I love playing dress up.
if
I
we're
love
women,
it.
we should
That is-
I
take
love
the
getting my
time.
hair
It
done.
depends on
I
the dress
love
up.
putting my face on. I miss when they used to get dressed for travel. That was
Yeah.
so romantic. I don't
I
know.
do.
I think it's so.
uncomfortable.
No, it doesn't have to be.
Oh, that's totally uncomfortable. It's totally uncomfortable.
It doesn't. I think I don't think it's uncomfortable to dress up on a plane.
Well,
I
you
don't
know,
know.
there's different
Not-
ways
yes.
of looking put together.
Yeah, like
Right.
for an hour flight max.
Yeah, but you
Well, I'm
can't.
not
You get the
talking
point,
like
though.
wearing
You get
an
more-
evening gown. I'm just like saying, you know, I
Look,
just like that. I
present
like the
well.
routine of putting myself together.
Present well,
Yeah.
Right.
and wherever you just present well.
I like playing dress up when
You
I was
know,
a kid too.
Yeah.
That's
See,
just
I
my
hate
thing.
playing
I don't go
I
outside.
think I never grew out of it.
I won't go out with curls in my hair. I just won't do it.
Right.
I don't think it just presents well.
Right.
That's just me. But anyway, we're going to move right on. All right, here's number 5. He doesn't make time for me or the kids.
I feel like that should be higher.
You think so?
I feel like that should be higher.
Why?
Because, okay, but this also goes for people who are married and have kids. If he's not making time to be with you as a unit, that should already be a red flag. Like, even people who travel around the world and might be like days, weeks, months away from their kids, always figures out how to make time.
You're absolutely right.
Mhm.
Christine.
Like,
Yeah.
even if, like, you're in, like, a dating relationship, you can tell how much a person's paying attention by how much they try to, one, either learn you or spend time with you.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So in this case, it's like if he's not willing to make time for you or your, kids, if you got them or if you don't, that should say something. Especially one, if he married you, and then two, if he's decided to be in the kids' lives.
That's a really good point.
Very
I
good
like that.
point.
That's a really good point. I do.
Spot on.
Yeah, I do believe that as well. And I think that they talked about when the partner comes home and he needs time to, to de-stress, right? He's
Right.
been working. He's coming home. He might need an hour and some minutes just to take it down some.
Right.
So give him that time
Mhm.
and then go in.
But then
And
that's also the thing about communication.
exactly, it always goes back to
Be
communication.
like everybody, like, hey, we all know as soon as he walked through the door, you need to let him go straight to the bathroom, hang out there for 20 minutes,
That's
give him a
true.
beer, set him down for the 6 o'clock news. Once
That's
that's
true.
over, then you can bother him.
Exactly.
Yeah, everybody has their routine.
Yep.
Like we all have one too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like every kid knows
Communicate.
when mommy's got the look that it's like, I'm gonna leave her alone now.
Yep,
Mhm.
that's it.
Mhm.
Hmm. So here's the last one. He doesn't support me emotionally.
Mm.
That should be number 1.
That's complicated.
Agreed.
That's a
com-
really
that's
really
complicated.
good one. Is that you don't, and that goes back again to me for communication.
Yeah.
These really all go back to learning how to speak in your relationship
Yeah.
and knowing what your love language is, what
Yes.
you need.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we actually talked about doing a show on love language, and maybe that's something we're going to have to look into.
Yeah.
But I have bad news, guys.
Why? What's up?
Our show ended. We're done. We're out of
Oh,
time.
this is
We're
so
done.
quick.
I know,
We
because
just started.
We just got
Too
together.
short.
This is our first show together, all in one room,
Well,
and the time's ended already.
Yeah.
I guess we have to do
Why?
a few more.
We
Really
have
need
to do
this
a
again.
few
We're gonna
more.
have to do some more. Yeah.
Guys, this has been so much fun. I hope you've enjoyed the show. Please don't forget to write in to Brown Sugar
Come on, tell us
Confessions.
that you love us.
That's it at gmail.com. Look at Cece's shirt there. It's so cute.
So
If
cute.
you've got questions about relationship, sex, make sure that you reach out to me, Valerie at Swan Center. And make sure
Like and
next week,
subscribe.
like and subscribe. Make sure next week that you tune in because we're going to talk about male enhancement products. It's going to get you guys going and other fun, hot topics. So Cece has her nice big
Christmas
eggplant
tree
over
ornament.
here.
My Christmas tree ornament.
So you guys know we are Brown Sugar Confessions. Stay safe and play safe. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.